I understand where you're coming from, but no, absorption and re-emission is not what happens when light slows down in a medium, and I'll show you why. This is what happens when light moves through a medium. It moves at a certain angle, gets refracted, and then moves at that same angle again. It has a speed, a slower speed, and then the original speed. This is what people say happens when light gets absorbed and re-emitted from atoms in a medium. They say the absorption and re-emission takes time, and so light is moving slower than normal light that is not moving through a medium. The problem is that atoms don't remember the direction that a photon entered them when they are absorbing them. They can emit them at any angle, so absorption and re-emission would look more like this, which means light being shown through a medium would not look like this. It would look like this, with light being scattered in all directions. And this isn't what happens in real life, so this can't possibly be the explanation. Okay, people then say, what if it's not being absorbed and re-emitted through the atoms, but instead the atoms are bending its path? It's taken a circuitous, winding, worming path through the medium. The problem with that is not every photon's going to take the same path. Meaning some photons are going to take much longer paths than others, meaning they're going to be much slower in that medium than others. That would make light look like this when it's shown through a medium, which again is not what we see. The many different paths should cause many different velocities, creating this spread effect. So if neither of these things are happening, what is happening? Like I said in a previous video, the waves are adding together. Over here we have a photon, light, a very fast-moving fluctuation in an electromagnetic field. Over here we have another fluctuating electromagnetic field, the one caused by the electrons in the atoms of a medium. Now you can see it is moving much slower than light is. Now when two quantum waves like this interact, they add up, and you get this wave, which is somewhere in the middle. This is not the same as absorbing and re-emitting a photon. This is not really raising and lowering energy states in the same way that is done when an atom absorbs and re-emits a photon. So when light enters a medium, it gets added to that medium's electric field, and we get something different. And when it leaves that medium, the electric field wave gets subtracted, and we just get the normal light again. And that is what we see in real life. Light enters a medium at some speed, then through its entire duration in that medium, it has a different speed, and then exits at the same speed and angle it originally had. That effect can only be created through additive waves, not by bouncing off atoms, and not by absorption and re-emission.